What's up, guys? It's Vovin Tetsu here. We got Salty and Flappy, and we're doing a anime tier list.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
What's
what do we
up?
got here?
So we got like your average. You know, everyone should know. If you don't, you don't. You know,
Yep.
it's kind of.
Yeah.
But a lot of people would know these fan bases and such if you even heard of it, even if you haven't seen it. So
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty solid list. So
Yeah.
I think we just go in order. Attack on Titan.
I really like it. I think it's probably definitely like A or S tier. I don't know that it's double S tier, but I think it's high up there for sure.
Oof.
Flappy, you seem like you got the word.
I gotta give that a B tier. I can't get that thing any higher, man. Holy, that is an anime.
To be
It's
fair,
good, but
yeah, I haven't seen like the most recent season. I saw like just before that, and it is rather chaotic, but it's still good. It's just chaotic.
it's still good. It's very popular and it's really good, but me personally, I can't give it any higher than the B tier.
That's fair.
It would be easy S for me, but due to their decision making and just continue the series when it should have ended by now,
Yeah, that too.
I'm gonna have to put it in A. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yep.
you know, it's still a banger. I mean, think about the intro. The intro alone is
The
like
first
That's-
2 seasons were great.
Yeah,
the song is just so good.
that
All right,
slaps.
yeah, Demon Slayer now.
B tier.
B tier. Oh.
B tier. B tier.
I-
So it's such a B tier. It gets carried by its animation and it's not even funny.
Yeah, but I mean that's a factor in all anime. I mean, obviously there's a storytelling aspect, but like there's a reason why people watch action movies, and it's because there's massive explosions and shit, right? It's not because the storytelling's good. I can tell you that much.
No, that's totally fair. And the action in that anime is crazy. It goes
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
The fights are really well animated.
Mm-hmm.
But just taking everything into consideration, I've read the entire manga. I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And just seeing like people go crazy for this anime, I'm like, no. It has a really, in my opinion, a kind of almost cliche-like story. Like if you just put it like at its basic basic elements, it has a kind of generic kind of plot, and I just couldn't give it more than a B tier. Like it's a good show. Like I like it way better than Attack on Titan, but I think a lot of it is carried by its animation. If
That's
it didn't
fair.
look that good, then I don't think as many people would watch it.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like I'm kind of in between. Salty, you are A, and Flappy
I would say
B.
so. Yeah.
Once again, animation is phenomenal. Storyline, I gotta go with Flappy, but y'all are not talking about the most crucial part. The soundtrack.
And that is
The soundtrack
soundtrack.
is pretty
the
fire.
soundtrack is pretty good.
And I think that's what makes an anime. It puts it into the next category. So boom,
Yeah.
A. I'm sorry, Flappy. You're over 2, buddy.
Yeah. 0 for 2.
Ooh,
I mean, it's not like you're saying that it's straight trash or something and it's supposed to be at the bottom, but like,
trash.
yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
fair.
you're not putting it in here.
Yeah.
So we got Dragon Ball.
Oh boy.
Straight trash. No, I'm kidding.
I would get a lot of hate if I put it in C. I know I would keep putting everything in B, but I would put this
Yeah.
in B
I think
simply
it's-
because this should have ended so long ago, and there's
Yeah.
so many different series now that it just keeps jumping to points in the timeline, because Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z or Z Kai or whatever
Right.
is supposed to be the ending of it.
Yeah.
And Super is supposed to be before the ending. And it's so confusing to just put everything in a timeline that actually makes sense. Because how can you have Ultra Instinct but before the last of actual Dragon Ball? Because the original Dragon Ball anime and Dragon Ball Z and Z Kai are just retellings of Dragon Ball. So I just don't understand how that can be its ending, and then you have more anime coming out.
No, that's fair. I haven't seen basically any of it. I've seen bits and pieces, but I obviously know the plot and everything, and it looks cool. But yeah, I don't know. I would be happy in like kind of a low B or like mid B, and I know that's gonna piss like the fan base off, but I feel like everyone else is like, yeah, it's a good show, but I think some of the newer stuff is maybe better. But
Oh yeah.
I think we gotta take into account of its time period.
Mhm.
Early 90s, you know, when it first started rolling out,
Mm-hmm.
anime wasn't doing what it was doing.
No.
So, and this list is compact of a lot of old and new. So
I would give it a high B tier because
I think it goes B. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
it did a lot for anime as a whole. I saw like
Mhm.
grandpappy of shonen anime right there.
100%.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty.
I'm going to just kick us off with this one. All right. And if y'all are crazy, y'all are crazy. And if y'all disagree, y'all might not just get a vote. But this is
boy.
easy SS for me.
I don't know about SS.
Yeah.
I'll give it S. I'll even give it a high A.
I want to hear why.
To be fair, I haven't seen the latest season. I do want to
Okay.
watch the latest season, and I am a big fan of. I think there was 2 seasons already, and this was the third, the newest one, or is
End
it?
of the movie?
Oh, end of movie. Okay, so I haven't seen the movie and I haven't seen the latest one, but I watched the
Yeah.
other 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure. I really like the animation style is really cool. It's a lot. In my opinion, the like abilities are different than something like Naruto, which I'm a huge fan of. So like I'm glad that they were able to take it in a different direction, but it isn't like I almost like Demon Slayer more, not for the plot obviously, but for like
Yeah.
the watching ability. I almost like Demon Slayer on the same level. So I definitely wouldn't put Jujutsu Kaisen double S, but I do think like S tier / high A for sure.
Okay, so like, you know, I have a JJK hoodie, so, you know, I do like it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I give this anime a lot of respect and the manga a lot of respect because the person who created it gives a lot of homage and respect to older anime that came before it.
Mhm.
There's a heavy Bleach and other anime inspired themes and power scaling in this anime and manga, and it's really good. And the visuals are magnificent. The fights are great. The stakes are high. Sukuna as a villain done really, really well. Everything is almost like 10 out of 10 with this anime.
Mhm.
I just think it falls short in some plots of storytelling and stakes, I guess, if you want
Yeah.
to call it that. But it's not a bad anime by standards, but I wouldn't give it an SS.
Yeah.
Because it does have its shortcomings.
I would be happy with S tier though.
Holy fuck. Y'all are so focused on just one dimension of an anime.
We
Like,
listed like
oh.
3, but sure.
Okay.
Like,
Like-
y'all don't even bring out the banger of a soundtrack.
Yeah. It's
It
I
is
still
well
like
known.
Attack on Titan. If we're going purely off soundtrack, Attack on Titan
Oh,
has
Yeah,
the
Attack on
soundtrack,
Titan's got
so-
that.
Yeah, but we're not going purely off of just soundtrack, but like I'm just talking about like what makes, like, for instance, y'all both said storyline is great, amazing, like 10 out of 10, you know. Villains are amazing, you know where the direction is, you know how it flows. And sadly to say, I'm not going to say anything because Salty, and I don't know about Flappy, but I know for a fact Salty said he hasn't seen everything, so I can't.
Yeah.
I have
spoil.
seen everything. I have, and I've read everything as well.
So you know what's up. Especially
I
since
do
you
know
read
what's
it
up.
You do know
I
what's
do
up.
know what's up, but still.
And also, I'm also taking into account for what we have on this tier list. I think we can pick one entire anime, but for now, I'm just saying this. It could potentially move up. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
We're getting one
We'll see.
anime into
That's fair.
SS.
That's fair.
I think only one should be in SS anyways. So.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
All right.
All right. Well, Salty, I think you take this one, buddy. Naruto. You brought it up.
I have watched all of the original series, and if we're including like Shippuden, I've watched at least 50% of it. I just felt like I stopped watching in like 2021, so it's just I don't know. I mean, it's a ton of episodes, don't get me wrong, but it's one of the same as like Dragon Ball, where it's just lasted that long, and there's such a massive like impact that it had on the anime, like building of all the other animes. It's like the Star Wars of like, there's sci-fi, but then there's Star Wars. Like Star Wars is just a pillar of that community. Naruto is the same for that. But I fully think with the amount of filler episodes it has, it's not a double S. I can agree with that for sure. I would put it high A or S tier because it is one of the ones that like really got me into anime, and I think it's an avenue for a lot of people. But yeah, there's a bunch of really good songs, the plots are really good, but I can understand the fillers. I think is like the main reason why people don't like it as much as other animes, would be my guess.
Yeah. I've seen all of Naruto, I've read all of Naruto, I've even watched Boruto, unfortunately. But I understand the impact that this anime has had, what it's done for the community and just anime as a whole. I would give it a high A, even a low S. Yeah. Just for that alone. And then some of the fights and soundtracks, oh my gosh, some of the openings and endings in this show go so hard.
I mean,
like
the whole
I love
Bluebird, but then you've got like some iconic scenes like Pain, and it's just like you can't beat that shit. It's
Yep.
Oh boy.
No need to talk. I already put it in S.
Oh boy.
Tokyo Ghoul.
All right. Let me take the reins on this one. Okay. The first season was banging. It was great. It was awesome. Oh, that OP Unravel, amazing. The manga for all of the manga that covers the first season was spectacular. It fell so short in the second season. I don't know how versed you guys are in Tokyo Ghoul, but I've seen it all, I've read it all, and we've gotten gypped and just taken away from everything that the second season could have been. The second season could have been maybe even better than the first season, but so much has been cut out that it's just like, man, this really fell flat. And unfortunately for that, I'd give it B tier.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Over
it
Dragon
fully.
Ball.
Over Dragon Ball.
I'd put it over Dragon Ball.
I haven't watched it, but I know like the premise for the most part, and I also know that it's got a very big fan base, and that tells that like a lot of people were hyped for season 2 before it came out, obviously. But yeah, I would be more than happy at like a B tier, but I mean, just purely based off of what you're talking about with the second season, maybe that places it lower into like a high C. But yeah, if Tetsu, you're happy with a B2, then
it just fell so flat.
Yeah,
I've seen it. And like Flappy, I'm in agreement with Flappy, you know. The only reason why I even watched it to begin with was not because anyone told me the storyline.
This was one of my first anime.
No one told me the storyline or anything. Someone just played the soundtrack, and I was like, "Where is this from?" And they're like, "Oh, it's from an anime." And I was like,
I can already tell the comments of this video is just gonna be, "Wow, Tetsu really likes the music, huh?"
Literally,
soundtrack, huh?
Hey guys, you can always check out my Spotify. I got anime playlist, you know, just saying. But
plugging
anyways,
the Spotify playlist.
I want to take the realms on this.
Yeah, I have absolutely no.
I have not seen it. I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen like an episode. That's it.
Yeah.
If you love soccer, and if you haven't watched anime, this is one of the best animes, in my opinion, to get you into anime, especially like sports.
Right.
Blue Lock does such a well job with telling a story of an underdog who has no special abilities or anything, or doesn't have a talent like that's abundant, like, you know, speaks out. And it shows so much with demonstration, hard work, and like character development. Really good. It's like very solid, like, and then animation is just fire. Like, if you haven't watched this, you need to go watch it because we're getting a movie this year, and I'm hyped for it.
Oh, that's coming out this year?
Yeah, it's coming out this year.
I saw that on my anime list.
I put it in A tier. I think it is that solid. And it's only had one season.
Flappy, have you seen Haikyuu?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I've seen Haikyuu, and I've seen edits of Blue Lock, and Haikyuu's hype, and I do like it.
Yeah.
But seeing just edits from Blue Lock makes me want to go and watch it. I've just been really.
But I'm just basing it off of like I've seen Haikyuu pretty well all the seasons. I think I haven't seen the last one, but Tetsu, have you seen Haikyuu?
Only clips.
Okay.
TikTok.
So Haikyuu is very. It's not like we need to rank it right now, but it's very like high school drama / like you kind of feel like you're a kid going through high school. So if Blue Lock is similar vibes, I would probably put them both in A tier, but it's just kind of like we don't have any. Unfortunately, no one's seen both, and that would have been an easy way to at least base one off the other, but that's totally fine.
I'll go ahead and tell you this whole thing.
Oh no.
It's not based off a high school drama.
No, I know that. I'm just saying as far as the sports related, it's pretty well the only two sports related animes.
Oh,
but
no.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna say one thing, and then I'll let Flappy cook. And Flappy will get my statement.
Yeah.
This is the anime. This was JJK before JJK. This is the heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying now?
Okay. All right. Let me cook real quick. Okay. This anime was one of like I think my third or fourth anime. I thought it came out swinging. It was so strong. I don't want to spoil anything, but this is one of the best examples of an anime that studio decided we saw what the manga did and we don't want to do anything like that. We're going to keep it going for a certain pace and then we're going to do our own thing. And they did not cook with their own thing.
Yeah.
At all. It was... After I finished the show, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Then I start doing more research and I'm like, I read the manga and I'm like, this is nowhere how it should have been. And it's so upsetting to see because this could have been one of like, not one of the best, but this could have been like one of the good average animes you recommend to the homies.
Yeah.
And it's like, it fell so, like I always say, but it really did fall so flat. Like, I really liked it, but then after learning that this isn't what it was supposed to happen, you know, I felt let down. And I'm not saying that manga and anime have to follow each other like word for word or frame for frame or whatever, because there's a lot of differences between animes and mangas, but this is just so far from what it should have been that it feels like its own thing.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. I haven't seen it, but I know that it's still good, but yeah.
I would give a Gamega Kill a C tier.
I think that's fair. Like I said, I haven't fully seen it. I've seen clips and stuff, but yeah.
Only because y'all both agree I'm going to put in C, but I'm just going to say one thing. It definitely doesn't belong there. I literally had a whole persona online named Akame.
Akame got clips.
Death is my favorite waifu. Like, she is hot. Like, oh my god.
Is hot. I won't lie.
I don't know like what Tatsumi was thinking. Like, the fuck. But
Tatsumi fumbled.
True. Yeah. Like, I would have instantly folded. Like, fuck. All right. Black Clover.
Come
on, Flappy. Come on.
It's A tier. It's such A tier. It's so good, and you know it's really hard for people to get past, I guess, the first few episodes, and I understand that because it's just a bunch of yelling. It's like Naruto. They copy Naruto.
Yeah.
But Black Clover is an actually like really compelling story. The anime is solid. The manga is so good. I think it's on hiatus right. No, it's come back from hiatus, but it's still taking a while to get the chapters out. But Black Clover is probably my #1 new gen anime over anything right now, including My Hero Academia. The only thing that comes, actually no, second because Chainsaw Man exists. But
I'll say JJK.
Yeah, I have it over JJK in my opinion.
That's crazy.
The opening, there's few anime that have openings that go on, that have like more than 5 openings that are great. Black Clover has about 13 to 14 openings, maybe 15 openings.
Yeah.
And all of them are good.
Yeah.
All of them are good. That's what I love about it. And when the anime stopped for hiatus, I actually cried. Like, it's a really good watch, and I always recommend it to people who want to get into anime.
Yeah. No, I've seen a ton of clips. I haven't really watched through it that much, but I know it's like plot's good, the characters are good. I know there's like I'm pretty sure this is the same anime. If it's not, I'm gonna get laughed at. But the scene where I don't fully remember what it is, but it's like a dude was about to fight another guy, and then like they all fly in and they just land and their swords are all against the guy's throat, basically.
Yeah.
That shit's like holy, like you don't see that.
That's one of the best clips of Black Clover. Right
100%. So obviously, like you can't take it just off of that, but no, I fully agree. I think it's definitely. I would place it probably high A, like above Attack on Titan.
That is.
You want to make some people mad over there.
You are definitely gonna make some people
But
mad.
I'd put it over.
But it's one of those. I feel like it's
yeah,
something that you can get into. Like it's one that like I feel like if you're new to anime, you could watch it. Whereas Attack on Titan, you start getting into it, and I guarantee a bunch of people get turned away because they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right? Like, yeah.
Okay. Death Note. I'm just gonna say one thing. It's just straight trash.
As soon as you said Death Note, the opening started playing in my head. I don't know.
I haven't.
Hard for me.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of it, but I know that it's a lot of people's favorites. But they're also usually not favorites. People that watch a lot of anime, so I don't know that we can really like how much credit that has. I'm not sure. It's one of those ones that a lot of people hear about and they like the idea of it, so then they watch it. But I know it's kind of a weird anime.
I'd put it at most in low C tier.
Yeah.
At the very most.
I mean, if there has to be an anime in D, then Death Note kind of fits.
Yeah.
It's just gonna
D for Death Note. There you go.
Death
D
Note.
for Death Note. Down with Death Note.
My dress up darling.
I put this in A tier.
I haven't seen it.
See, I haven't seen a lot of it, but it reminds me of another manga that's actually getting an anime called 2.5D Seduction.
Okay.
Okay, Flappy.
Hey, I read a lot, okay?
Yeah.
I am a scholar.
I like the premise of this, because like I said, it reminds me of the other one. But this one, I feel like definitely would have a more mainstream appeal than 2.5D Seduction. So I would honestly give it a B tier, because I know a lot of people like it. I've seen some clips, and it's pretty good. It's an interesting story.
Flappy, you've never seen it, right?
I'm trying to think. Maybe I have seen it. I probably should have went and looked beforehand, but no, I'm happy with a B, like middle of the road, pretty well.
My Hero.
Well,
C tier. Calling it.
knew we'd get here eventually.
C tier.
I like it more than C tier. I would place
movies
it.
are great.
Yeah, like I like I liked watching it, and I enjoyed the plot for the most part, but I haven't finished it, so I can't speak on the whole thing. I feel like I just haven't watched anime in a while, but I would still say it's probably B tier, because it did have a lot. It had a very large fan base, but then the fan base went riot, basically. So
yeah. So I'm gonna watch it and read it until the end, like to the very, very end, because I am interested in the story.
Yeah.
And I've seen it all and I've read it all so far. It's a great new gen anime, but it falls short and inconsistencies. Sometimes lazy storytelling.
Yeah.
And it's more so on the anime side than it is the manga side, but it still has the similarities to where it's like, I like these characters. I just wish that they were more fleshed out and not just either fodder or what is it? Either fodder or like background characters for most of it. The first 2 seasons I think were really good, and then as it went on, it just gets kind of like corny.
Yeah, the character development kind of loses the plot a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I feel that. What do you think, Tetsu?
I would give it a B tier.
Okay, it seems like y'all both B. Y'all, all the points y'all said is the reason why I put it into C. Because like I've never finished it. Because after like season 2, I was kind of like, all right, I get this show. Power up, level up.
It does get better, which is the good thing. But
all right, One Piece.
Which one is this? Oh, that's One Piece. I can't even see it.
Straight trash.
One Piece. I would give it a high B tier, probably definitely over Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that like One Piece and Naruto are part of the quote unquote big three. You don't have Bleach on there, but that's whatever.
Yeah.
But with the impact that One Piece has had, it is good. It's got some great openings, some great character development, some really emotional storylines and things that happen. And it's the fact that it's too much of a time consumer.
Yeah.
That's
I haven't
the biggest thing.
I haven't started it, but I know I've watched like TikToks talking about the lore, and the lore is actually really fun. So I like that aspect. And I definitely think B tier is fair, because there's no way an anime would continue for fucking 1,300 episodes if it didn't have something good about it.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, One Piece has gotten to the point where, you know, like I said when we were talking about Dragon Ball, how Dragon Ball Z and Z Kai are like a retelling, basically, just shorter.
Yeah.
One Piece is getting that now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I think they're calling it the One Piece or something like that, but One Piece is getting that treatment.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
Well, we got it in B tier. July and April. I want to take the realms.
Do it.
This was my like out of like shonen and like action anime. This is like one of my first ones of like, you know, I can't think of the category off my top of my head, but
Slice of life.
Yeah, slice of life.
Yeah.
It was the first slice of life anime that actually made me cry and care about the characters.
Yep.
The first anime that ever made me cry was not Attack on Titan, but Akame Got Killed, when they were just, you know.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. That's
and for slice of life anime, I think it's an A tier. It was that good in my opinion. You know. I'm curious to hear what y'all say. I don't got more to say.
I'll give it an A tier as well. This is definitely like an emotional anime, for sure.
Yeah.
This is my second slice of life anime. I forget what my first was, but I know this is my second one. And this is the first anime to make me cry. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I think it's straight trash. I want nothing to do. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally happy with A. I mean, I know that there's a fan base for it, and that like a lot of people talk about it as being like a really great anime. They had a movie, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Maybe I'm thinking
you're probably
of something
thinking
else.
of something else.
Yeah. But either way, I know that there's been a ton of edits and everything. Like people really enjoy it, so yeah, totally happy with A tier.
Hunter x Hunter.
I really like this. I've seen all of it, other than the fucking Chimera ants. That part I didn't get, and it was very weird. But I guess they just needed a way to make new characters that were more powerful. But I like the idea of essentially Gon's just going around on a journey, and he just, you know, fucks shit up. That's kind of how he does. And I was like, that's, you know what? This is fun. Banger intro, banger outro, fucking sick. Yeah. I would put it like middle/high A, but the Chimera ant situation kind of brings it a bit down, but it's still fun.
I'd put it between Black Clover and Demon Slayer.
I like that.
That's exactly where I put it. I really like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. It's like not super lengthy either, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's like a good pace. You could get into it as one of your first, like, yeah. I have a big poster too. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you love it. I get it.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
S tier.
I'm just gonna already go ahead and put it S tier. I can't lie. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
Most controversial anime with how they did the animations and stuff.
But this was the hypest anime in a while. Everybody was talking about this. Everybody was talking about this.
Sad thing to say though is, I feel like JJK overtook it because it came out in the same time period of JJK, Demon Slayer. Like, it came out in that family, so it had a lot of competition. But of how good it is, and the fact that like there was talks of it getting canceled, and like because of how gruesome it was and stuff, just makes me want to rank it high as
well. There's a movie that's coming out that's gonna cover the next arc after the first season, and then it's gonna start up another anime, and it definitely deserves its movie. It definitely deserves a continuation. Not a spoiler alert, but kind of a spoiler. Well, no, it's not a spoiler at all. But at the end of like the overarching arc, I guess, in the manga, it goes the end. You flip the page of part 1. So it's continuing in a whole different direction now in the manga, and I love it. I'm all for it. I want like 10 years of Chainsaw Man if I can get it. It's really good.
Yeah.
All right.
And I love how gruesome it is. Ever since Tokyo Ghoul went away, I've been looking for another good gruesome anime.
Yeah, I haven't seen Chainsaw Man, but I've seen the fan base and everything. I know that it's a massive one. So.
Dr. Stone.
Good morning, world.
I haven't seen it.
I think it's average. I would say C. I think it's average. It's C. If you love science, it would definitely be on a higher scale if you are super.
I'd give this a low B. Like
maybe
higher
like
this is
than
for
a
more
comic.
like the nerd emoji people out there, but like it's still really good, and like it has like actual good real world tips.
Yeah.
It's something that you can enjoy watching, has really funny characters, awesome characters, some emotional scenes, and then you also you bring in the fact that it teaches people like certain things. Not too many anime do that. Some anime try to do that, and it really flops.
No, I agree.
To me, it makes no sense being behind a Kame ga Kill.
No, that's why we would put it above it.
Like, I meant to say, because the list is so long, I meant to say it makes no sense being above it, in my opinion.
No.
Because a Kame ga Kill did things at its point in life that other anime weren't doing.
Yeah.
Like, when it came out, Naruto was big and stuff, but Naruto ain't killing off your favorite MCs.
It's true.
Like, anyways, we're moving on. Haiku.
Last one.
Trash.
No, it's not trash.
Well, I don't want to like make anybody mad, and I obviously haven't seen too much of it, but I know how good it can be and how much a lot of people do like it. So I'd give it a B tier, but I'd give it a low B tier on the fact that like I don't have that much knowledge on it.
I would be okay with it honestly being high C above Akame. Like, it's not an anime that's for everybody, but it gets a lot of people into anime because they're like, oh, this is like a super fun, it's about volleyball, it's about high school drama, and it kind of gets people into anime, and then they can kind of start getting into like the more nitty-gritty stuff of like, we've talked about it, but it's not one that if you're an experienced anime watcher, you might be like, oh, this kind of, it has character development, but like, is there anything that serious? No, not really, but it's fun. So I would kind of put it more high C, just because I feel like our B tier is a little bit overloaded, but that's okay.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
As far as evening out this list, I don't know that there's really any that I put in straight trash, because I think everything listed here has had an impact in one way or another. If we want to go up, I'm okay with putting Jujutsu Kaisen in double S if we want one up there, but I don't think that there's any in A that I would bump up to S. I think that's...
As much as I love Black Clover, I can't put it in S.
No. And same with Attack on Titan. It gets to... The later it goes, the more fucking chaotic it gets, and it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of the manga, so I'm purely basing it off of the actual anime part. I have no idea what the fuck's going on half the time with the later stuff, so yeah.
Well, the series should have ended. Like, the manga readers and the anime watchers have said about Attack on Titan.
This is
it should have been
ridiculous.
Like,
it
shouldn't continue. I think this is a wonderful tier list. Other than a Kame ga Kill, y'all are hating on my waifus.
I gotta stick to my
character. Y'all are hating my character development, as a content creator. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, I'm the owner of this tier list, so I get the final say.
You can just bump it up to double S.
So,
I was just about to say, bumps it up to double S.
I could have been an A. Y'all comment below.
You know what? No. That's fair, but I wouldn't put it above your line, April.
Yeah.
That's not the world we live
Tomato,
in.
tomato. It's the same grade. A is A. Like, there's no percentages here. Like, anyways, y'all, please like, subscribe, comment down below what y'all think of this tier list.
There's definitely some anime missing from this list, but we got through a good chunk for sure.
Yeah. What's your favorite anime, boys?
This could definitely be a part 2. Just saying.
This could be a part 2.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Comment if you want a part 2.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace.